swear, I declare, I swear, I declare, I swear, I declare. I'm only going to be on here for a quick second because of something that I actually heard tonight. Out of all of these people out here that had something to say pertaining to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly on Mother's Day, that boy was the only one to come out here to say that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was depressed on Mother's Day. So he was in the shoe. Him the only one. Him the only one that had to bring some sad, bad news out of all of these people that says that they got letters or they got emails, all of that. Nobody else, not even his attorney, who just tweeted something saying that she saw him. He's doing fine. He's the only one that has to play the opposite of attention. Boy, I swear to God, it don't get no better. This shit don't get no better. It don't get no better. Then he says that the contract, what was the presumption in that motion? Well, the presumption of it in the motion, which Jennifer clearly notated, like it's right in front of your face, nigga, right there. And she's talked about the compromising coming from the past history of his emails, dealing with the freaking alleged Tasha K. This nigga said that the compromising is coming, that she was indicating about the people like out here in the present, like for Mother's Days, the emails. Those are compromising. Uh, Bye, Lisa. I be trying not to really look because I try to understand her hello and then her bye, but I appreciate her swinging through and just to say hi. But yes, it's starting to kind of get to me a little bit for some reason. I try not to, but I don't. I'm trying to understand that. I try to understand, and I see that Lisa, like I'm the only room that you kind of do it in. I think I'm the only room. I can sit and I watch you in a lot of other rooms, and I sit and I hear you when you call in on the phones, but you don't never say hello and then bye room. Not at all. You only do that to me over here, but I guess I appreciate it anyway for you stopping by to say hi. It's kind of, I guess I'll just take it as appreciation for showing up and acknowledging the channel, but that's where he says that the compromising is coming from. So I guess allegedly the Mother's Day email that was sent to Julius, I guess, compromised some more things. I mean, when I say that, that boy is all over the place with his opposition of supporting Mr. Kelly. It's crazy. It's crazy that he has led himself to believe this ballistic. He's the only supporter. He's the only one that knows everything that goes on with Mr. Kelly. I'm going to bag this up because when this boy opened his mouth and said, which he usually does, he always have his defense mode on when it comes to this goddamn uh, uh, um, defense fund. It had you people not even talk or compromise or associated with his attorneys. Well, back then the attorneys was listed as Doug Anton and then that Greenberg. And last I check out here, He's the one that had to get an attorney on these phones out here to give confirmation on how the funds was real. Had he set his ass over there looking like a burnt biscuit or whatever the case may be and kept that shit to himself instead of trying to be out here all outspoken and seen by everybody as if he was, the leader of money, other people money. That's the shit that kills me too out here, boy. Other people money. They're mad, and I'm going to say they, because it's quite a few, just mad if you don't see the money coming in or you don't know about what money's coming in. And, this is not all of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's supporters right here under this umbrella. It's not. There's a United States of America, people that is aware of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's situation. But these manipulating, undermining. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to call out groupie behavior, and I really never wanted to, because I understand when you love, you can love hard, you can love for all different kind of reasons right now. But man, this is some straight up crazy ass BS. And I have not done, like commentary on it, but I promise y'all, everything that y'all see, I pretty much see. Every emotion that comes through, I'm printing them right out, and I read them, and I'm like, I read them to myself. I highlight things, and you just sit back, right? And you just wait to hear other people elaborate on them, depict them, or put their opinion on somebody who has the absolute professionalism to deal with a criminal, federal, RICO, bribery, coercion, you name it, case. This ain't her first go round. This ain't her first go round, but it behooves me on how I'm looking at people like, seriously, don't even have a fucking job, but smart enough or want to be smart enough to depict, analyze, and then summarize an attorney who has all qualifications to write what she's writing. She ain't over there by herself. She's got a team. And you best believe she's probably got a team that absolutely nobody even knows about. Nobody knows about. So I don't understand, like, when these people speak, why do they speak in like third language or some shit? Like, everybody out here is completely just stupid. Like, nobody has never had anybody in jail. Nobody has ever hired an attorney. Nobody knows how money works out here when you hire an attorney. Like, I'm not lost with it, because I do look at it all like shits and giggles, and I only pay attention to what Jennifer Bonjean is writing up, and I try to imagine what her strategy is going to be. This boy also says that what was it about the paperwork? Some shit he just said about this paperwork, right? And then I'm listening to him like, who the hell gives these people any type of audacity that don't have a job, that is not at the level of this lady, or that has not, you ain't seen none of these people preside over a freaking trial like this or a case like this. How do you want to change up what her thought is of, according to how she wants to attack or rebuttal back, or even file a motion to address something, opening up a new venue? So he says that, he put the whole DVD or whatever image capture of this alleged sex event that went on, right? That hit Chicago like hard. It hit Chicago like god dang on Texas wildfire, okay? bought everywhere, bought and sold, right? Now, here we are, because that was back in what, 19, when that tape hit out here? 19 something? Now, here it is, 2022. Kelly has been to trial. If you knew for a fact and you could testify for a fact that you know exactly who those people are on that tape, and you done been down there to that courtroom, running up in there, you right there with the canic, with your hand on canic shoulder, you're right down there with them Muslim or Arab or whatever those people are in Chicago, you're right there. You mean to tell me that you didn't have the facts then? You didn't say, hey, I was there. I know who was on there. I know who filmed it. I know who did all of this. You ain't do nothing. You ain't come on the stand to testify for your daddy. You didn't take the stand to testify for your daddy to say that I know who it was on the tape. You ain't do that part. Telling it on a screen and posting those images up is it's so goddamn eligible for a sidebar, nigga. Just a whole goddamn sidebar. That don't make no damn sense. I'm gonna wait till 2020. Then I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Then I'm gonna really tell you the freaking truth after Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly got convicted. Yeah. That's when I'm gonna do it, and I'm not gonna even tell you guys anything else. We just gonna wait to see how it play out. The motion addressed it, McDavid. The motion addressed it. How much he was allegedly stealing and all of that compromise and took advantage of, underestimate Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's knowledge and well-being, his mental state. That's what mainly the motion was about. So I'm trying to figure out why all of a sudden he needs to know, well I'm just going to sit back and wait. I'm just gonna wonder why did Jennifer Bonjean ain't touched down on the Lisa, not the Lisa, on the LaShonda Landfair. Well, maybe it's coming, Humpty Dumpty. Maybe it's fucking coming. But that's what my point is. People always just want to talk ahead of what their assumption may be about an attorney's freaking strategy. Most came out. It was about Daryl McDavid. So she decided to counter motion. There's the motion now. This is what we want to do. We want to separate these two. Daryl McDavid, attorney, wants to rush it. No, we don't want to postpone it. We want to get it over. Well, what's up y'all sleeve? Oh, you trying to prepare for your client to come in here and testify against my client, huh? Well, you damn right. We're going to separate this shit. Because we're going to make sure that what your client wants to come in here and try to turn state evidence on my client to make it appear that he was instructed to do all of this shit. Nah, I'm going to flip the script. We're going to get Daryl McDavid on the stand where I get to cross-examine him after I pull all of his shit. How about that? Talk about that in that type of freaking effect instead of jumping ahead of the gun and you want to talk on LaShonda Landfair all of a sudden. She'll get to it, nigga. She'll get to it. That indictment has any minute, minute, mo in order. And however they come and bring it to her, that's what she's going to attack them on. Ain't no need of her rushing the freaking gun. Hey, money. She could take as much time as she wants to do. These people want to hear what they want to hear. They want this ball game to play out according to the way they want it to play out. That's how they want it to do. Like, ain't none of them got a J-O-B. Half of them. Some of them that I can, allegedly tell. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, you don't let people, I'm sorry, your money, it goes where your heart says to go, not where a person plants in your heart to tell you or try to convince you to where it sends to. It's a United States of America out here, and you best to believe. I was sent the video. Absolutely love the video. Shout out to Tory Lanez. Lanez is his name, right? On stage, getting the crowd pumped up to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's music. Oh yeah. And he was like, well, I hope ain't none of you people out there that's been on this goddamn lives or these streams out here talking bad about him. But he just sat there and got over about 500 people or more up in that darn concert or whatever that was, pumping R. Kelly music. He said, you mean to tell me that these people are seriously gonna sit here and put like a blindfold, horse binder, or on these people out here under this one umbrella to make you think that this is all, that Mr. Kelly is not loved by the world? That actual funds are not coming in from some other place than another? Mm-mm. Shout out to those that do it. Shout out to those that do it. Shout out to those that can't do it because of circumstances in your life, because you have to keep a roof over your head, but you got that prayer there for him. This nigga here. He wants to hear. I ain't never seen somebody ears so glued to the speakers so they can make sure that they hear every word, or they eyes are glued that close to a damn screen so that they can see every word. And people like that, they trying to look and see if it's something that may pop out that could be pertaining to them, shining some light on them. That boy ain't relaxed at all with none of this shit. Just like on the edge. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Waiting to see if they gonna pop something out, of me. And then it always seems like if, cause he called out Kim Fox's name, right? Like, what are you finna do now? Perpetrate a paperwork for a lawsuit against Kim Fox? We'll see how that work out for you. At the end of the day, she is still a goddamn district attorney. And I tell you what, if his plans is going up against, or faking like he gonna go up against that district attorney and ain't got a fucking pot to piss in, you better sit back and go revisit that goddamn Tasha K and Cardi B freaking court trial over there. See, Cardi B came with stacks, with racks on racks. Tasha K came with kibble bits. Kibbles and bits. Mm. It is so funny listening to multiple people that can call out so many names, right? And ain't got a freaking pot to piss in to even fight fucking air out here. It'd be cracking me up. And I ain't shitting on people financial things, but it is what it is. Anyways, I just saw that little bit over there, and it just cracks me up, boy. Everybody wants this case ran the way they think it should run. Yeah, she brought out how emails was compromised. And I didn't even hear him mention anything about allegedly, hell, she could be talking about that old drunken Larry over there, along with the Tasha K's. Next thing I'm hoping that she kind of dig into about that darn recording when they had him. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yep, I had a phone call. I'm just making it home. I had a long freaking goddamn day. Going in the house and prepare myself for the nighttime is what I'm going to go and do. I was coming out. I forgot to get my ink. I didn't make it by Walmart today to get no ink. But it's just crazy. But I had a phone call, you guys. I did. All I have seen over here under this freaking umbrella here is a whole bunch of people just doing way too much. Way too much, man. This is crazy. This is really, really crazy. You got people yelling about, having the contact with a bunch of people out here on the freaking YouTube or whatever. You know what I have to say about that? Some of the information literally had to come from a few people out here, because a lot of people out here has done quite a bit of researching and digging and a whole bunch of stuff. I have done a whole bunch of stuff, of digging that can be somewhat, of a beginning of a resource, a avenue. Okay, well, let us look into this, let us look over here. and what I'm seeing now is the most stuff that Jennifer Bonjean is coming up with. Is some of these people, yeah, just may be getting ready to get tapped, tapped on the wrist. Bad boy, bad boy. But where's my keys at? I can't understand, all of a sudden now, 2022, hell, you could have been him. Now, I'm sitting here wondering why that didn't happen. He said for a fact. He should have been the first one on there. He should have been down there saying that, no, y'all need to be arresting Damon Price. Hi, Ted. Hi, honey. Go pee-pee. But that didn't happen. If it was Damon Price on there and you are the son of the daddy Kelly, that's what I mean. Like, what? You let your guy go to jail after knowing knowing for a fact that wasn't him. Your ass should have been running down there saying, no, I know where Damon Price is. I know that who this is. You should have been doing all that instead of getting in the cameras. You say nobody in the camp is talking to now. I believe, I swear I believe it. Because you're starting to hear too much. When you starting to hear too much about, well, Chaos ain't doing this, and Chaos ain't doing that, and Chaos ain't doing that, and everybody that knows somebody, has a person or then had a person that has been incarcerated. And do you know how hard that is to tell somebody what somebody's incarcerated is not doing? It's not doing. Hell, I sat down there and with Ronald Isley and on the weekends and his girlfriend and you can walk the halls in the boot camp. I'm sitting there looking at Ronald Isley on the freaking computer in the hallway writing the email. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But it's just weird how these people can just tell you that, well, he ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. When the email, man, with this email, boy. We're gonna go back to the email for the Mother's Day. But I just need a hot minute on that one. See, they act like Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is the only person up in the NYC that, like, he ain't up in there by himself. He's not up in there by himself. That entire building and that unit that he may be on or whatever, he ain't in there by himself. But this person here speaks as if Mr. Kelly is up in there all by himself. I'm like, it's just so, it's a little agitated. Come on, Ted, inside. Freaking agitated, especially when you out here trying to make like Mr. Kelly is the only one that speaks to just that person. That's what makes it look like you super fucking slow. Like you the only one that exists in this man's life. He said, well, ain't no family got no email. I know who the fuck says that the family has to report in to the godson on everything that they may get or don't get from Mr. Kelly. Where they do this shit at? Where? The family is supposed to report the hell in and let this boy know what they get, how they get it, when they get it, who getting it, who sent it. I ain't never heard no goddamn dumbass shit. Damn, dumbass, you crazy? Like, are people this freaking naive? Like they can't hear like the way a person speak. Like, well, I guess they can, but I forget out here is who you like. It doesn't matter if it's believable or not. It doesn't matter. But yet then all of these emails or all of this communication or whatever the case may be, and these people will come out and tell you, that they have or they haven't, then they show you, then it's posted up. He's debunked damn near every goddamn thing, everything of anybody that put up, but he is the last person to put something up. See, it's okay. He want to keep his shit private, allegedly, if he's getting anything, right? But you have where the family member, the sisters and the real brothers and the real aunties and the real uncles, they supposed to report into him. But he ain't reporting none of his shit out here. Like, ain't you got something? Like, share your shit. Like, feel good or show the people your shit that ooh, I got one. Oh, he thinking, he's thought about me. He ain't showing none of that shit. Like, none of it. None of it. And that's when the cold head, when hell freezes over, I'll be sitting and waiting on that. You got everything in the motherfucking world out here to prove to everybody on debunking some shit about Mr. Kelly and other people and other people. But you ain't got shit to prove of any goddamn association between him and Cali. That shit don't make sense. If you're going to debunk and you're going to subtract, or if you're going to put the negative on the negative charge, then goddamn it, you better bring something fucking positive instead of your freaking mouth. Like, instead of your freaking mouth, hey, Miss Denise, but he doesn't do that. Yeah, you know what? It was just the reason that he said it, though, money. Oh, he was depressed. He was in the hole. He didn't even talk to nobody. He didn't even send no letters out. When we all sitting here reading something, I can't understand why, if it was, let's just say hypothetically, if it wasn't, why wouldn't you put something good on it? Oh, okay. That sounds like something that Kels would say. Looks like if he wrote this, he's in really good spirits and he thought about his mom. But this nigga don't never have nothing to say. It was about it ain't real. He ain't sending nothing to nobody. He ain't talking to nobody. He ain't do this. Then he gonna sit here and talk about the family. He ain't writing to the family. You said he can't read or write. Like, make up your fucking minds out here, man. This shit is for the fucking birds, man. For the birds, for the shine, for the whatever it is. You name it. You name it. Everything. Hey, man supporter, what's going on? No, that Shabazz is coming up on my 1 day this week here. I had to cut it off because I did not finish listening to it because I was busy. So I'm gonna jump back into, just to hear him. He said it earlier on. I think right after he had did the interview with the sisters and the video that he dropped before the one that the Bookham and Jasmine and was on. He had already said that he was in there with the attorneys, but the only attorney that he showed you that he was really talking to was Becker, and he did a Q&A with her. The attorneys that he showed you that he was talking to was Greenberg. He did a Q&A with her. I highly doubt it that he'll get a Q&A video with Jennifer Bonjean on it. I highly doubt that. Wait to see, I guess. Maybe he's work in progress over there, but I highly doubt it. I really do. I just have a gut feeling that she does not have that admiration to come out to do any Q&As unless it's on national TV, with those big people out there where her words won't get misscrewed or she doesn't get attacked with wrong questions because, I'm not going to say attack, but Shabazz Q&A when it came to Becker, his Q&As was about allegedly her freaking sexual assault. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever been touched or have you ever been doing this? And I don't know if that came about because of the video clipping that Drunken Larry allegedly showed on his show that it was Becker climbing out of the bed, allegedly with that, it was a white man or something. She was getting up from under the sheet, and Drunken Larry said that was her. Then all of a sudden, Shabazz got Becker in his video asking her about some goddamn sexual shit. Is what I'm saying. Like this shit here, man. It's like the game of Twister. Put your hand on blue, stretch over to the red. This shit crazy. It's crazy. But you can't allow it to drive you crazy, man. You just sit back and just chit chat, a little bit on it, and for the people that do look at the reality of this situation, for the people that have experienced something like this, and of someone that has experienced, I'm talking about in being incarcerated under tough charges and things like that, you know what they have to go through. You know what they have to go through. And when it comes to being an attorney, it's all about strategy. It's all about strategy. One works one out, and they come back and they work something else, the temper out, and another. Oh, you finna. Oh, it's like slinging gunshots. It's like gunshots. What you got now? Okay, well, this is what I got now, and what you got, and you just got to make sure that you got the right freaking weapon and the correct freaking bullet to shoot it down. It's like battleship. It's like freaking battleship. Yeah, there are some things that Jennifer Bungie knows that, you know what, okay, I may not have a shot at this, but it's her job to give it her best shot. It may not fit everybody's feelings out here on, oh, well, I shouldn't have said, or she shouldn't have said this, or why she's addressing this, or this or that. I was listening to the COVID side, and they call her Jobo or something like that. And they feel because the way she wrote the paperwork up, now all of a sudden, and like, this is dumb. This is dumb. These attorneys out here talking to these people. In reality, some of these people, not all of them, some of their research and some of their digging into some situations to pass it on, it may be helpful. Then you have the other people out here who was doing their research and writing up their information, like sending in people YouTube channels for them to watch a freaking Q&A that went on, or another person that says, on Drunken Larry's panel back in 2020, I'm gonna need 100 of you guys, to help me. We got to get these letters down there to the prosecutor. For what? Why are we helping the prosecution? Man, I heard that loud and clear, and that wasn't even on no motherfucking two-way. Nah, that wasn't on no two-way. Nah, I heard that loud and clear. I damn near dropped my phone. What did he just say? Did that man just sit up there and say, I need 100 people to write some letters or some shit? And then you had the other boy, the one over here, the godson, allegedly, talking about some, when the cousin was on his show, and money was being collected, and the mentee started off with 25, and next thing you know, you had the cousin come behind him and say, no, we gonna do 50. You gonna do 50? Huh? Man, these are jacks of all freaking trades of people out here. And this shit is like burnt ass baloney. Like burnt straight baloney, man. This shit is crazy. It's crazy, man. Man, support is like, so when you turn it on, and it's like they spin the spindle and the colors are there. You don't know today if you got to listen to put your hand on the yellow. You don't know if your feet got to go on the red. And by the end of the week, everybody is tied up until something falls finally and take a break. You understand what I'm saying? You out. You out the game for this week. You go take a rest. Come back to it. But I just be sitting over here, cold, mad, chilling, though, and I be looking in my window, and my screen, my window screen on my phones, and I be going, mm, mm. Hey, Harlem, you can get ready to go back to bed, girl, because I'm just getting home, and I just had those few things to say. The people just don't read, just read the motion. You come across a word, explain to the people exactly what the word means in that context. Right there, just explain that and then just keep it moving. But when they try to sit out here and elaborate as if they have their freaking law license and then did 12 years of school and own their freaking law firm and then tried a case, I wish the hell I would. Oh, you just finished up your OT? Girl, I know you tired. Are you heading home? Are you heading home? I had a long day too, but it was a long fun. Actually, it was a long good day. Wasn't a bad day at all. Not at all. So, yeah, you make it home safe, girl. Make it home safe. But that's pretty much all that I wanted to say. I could not even finish, and I don't think it's many times that I do finish his videos anymore. I'll peep in and there'll be one or two, three clippings that I'm interested, and I'll be like, okay, well, let me see, all right. And then, it's bam, I got a problem. I got a motherfucking problem. You know. But I just flabbergasted on how a lot of them can sit out here and just regurgitate these things out their mouths like it's over. I want to say with all of these channels and not to duplicate a head out here, roughly about 600 to 800 people weekly that's hearing this stuff, right? And I know out of 600 to 800 people, there can't possibly be all 800 that is just dumbfounded. That is just, this shit is just flying right over your head and you're sponging it up. Like, okay, what did he say? Yeah, what he see. Are you serious? We're talking about somebody that I done looked out my window through my phone. I'm calling my phone my window. I done seen this person come from a gas station job to a black beater, a white beater with a walkie-talkie saying 911 in an emergency, ain't never moved to go save the nigga from the fifth floor. We talk about somebody who had to borrow a fucking car and eventually sign paperwork to own the freaking car that never paid for. We talk about somebody who has been running down there in the court of law and ain't done shit. We're talking about somebody who has sat there and you can literally seriously like see, which it ain't none of my business or neither is it any of y'all's, but I just gotta speak on it. As I'm looking at the document, like you literally wrote into a child support court to ease the payments or get the payments to go away. It said that because he didn't reside in a jurisdiction. This the person. Are you home already? Oh, you still working for home? You got it made, girl. My sister got it made. She be saying them because she's doing like 3 monitors, and she be like, "This shit getting up my nerves," but she got it made though at home. But I'm just saying, and I know nobody's personal well-being, or whatever should be entangled in a lot of this stuff. But when you put yourself out on this in the front seat like that, yeah, your life situation is going to come out. And usually it's your resume. It's your resume on people passing a little of judgment like me. Like, what the fuck can he do? What the fuck? Now, had it been what's that boy name? Another superstar or music industry person, and they out here and they running their head off like a chicken. At some point, I'm ride with him, cause that I know that nigga can do and produce what he can say, cause he rocking millions in the bank right now. Ain't no way in the hell. I'm just saying though, like, who stands behind a person who has very limited finance or limited resources or limited Let's even put the protection on there. I can, if I get started on protecting this man, it's crazy as hell. Because if I want to talk about protecting him, and this person was supposed to be allegedly some goddamn hired in as some damn security through KIP and all of this shit. Listen, I question, where were you when that damn pepper spray got sprayed in R. Kelly's eye over at that goddamn New York stadium over there with Jay-Z? Like, who was protecting him then? Where was his security at then? It was some guy, like you say, his producer Chris was there, and his business manager Mac, what's his name? Wayne, was it Wayne or McDade? It was one of them. He mentioned over there, right? But as you hear Mr. Kelly, and you go way back 7 years at a concert. You go back even farther, 10 years, or you even farther you go back. You don't hear no shout out, no basketball shows or nothing. I have literally clicked on so many little skits of Mr. Kelly where he's out playing a ball or something like that. Where, matter of fact, where was he when that lady came out here? And I don't mean to bring this back up. I don't know how many of y'all remember, and I swear I can't find that video, but I saw that video in 2019 that she said that her Mr. Kelly, he showed up with some of his people, and they stopped at the hotel to play the basketball for a little while, and her two sons, saw Mr. Kelly out there, and they were so excited, but they ran back to get their mom, and the mom came out from the hotel and started telling Kelly her sad story about how her house got burned down and all of this stuff, and one thing led to another. I don't know if this was like South or something, because it's been so long ago since I seen that video. Like, where was this dude at protecting him then? Understand what I'm saying? This woman, then that one too came out and put allegations on video on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. For Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly to have had not so many, just one particular person, maybe two out here on the YouTube. You don't hear nothing about these two saying out of their mouth how they protected him, how they drove him over here, or how they was down there having his what did he like, the cheese toast, or you don't hear none of that. And I get it. Maybe it's just a way to keep themselves from being picked up for this allegations of the people that was in his camp is going to be sought to, in a minute, coming around the corner when she comes. That what Jennifer Bonjean plan on doing. She be coming around these mountains when she come. She gonna grab you 6 white horses. She gonna grab you 6 white horses. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, that's the image that I got out of that boy today. Because I'm looking at him. Y'all see how close he was to that screen? He reading real tight. He wants to me, in my opinion, he's making sure he word for word, verbatim. He making sure he don't see nothing about him in any paperwork. Like he literally reads it that way, Yeah, it's gonna come down to Michael Avenatti, Jason. He's in jail. The only thing that can happen with Michael Avenatti is Michael Avenatti, and Jennifer Bonjean or her crew or whatever, and for him to not get prosecuted, he's gonna have to write up his goddamn affidavit on what the hell he did, how he did it, who he sent it to. So he's gonna, if it gets to Michael Avenatti, oh yeah. And if there's proof, and Jennifer Bonjean finds this proof with all of these emails and telephone calls and this alleged mishandling of these alleged freaking extra videos that they have, he's going to have to answer to those. They going to go see him. They don't pay him a visit. And in order for his ass to not get prosecuted anymore, and before he finishes his time up with the Nike people over there, oh yeah. He just might fold, Jason. He just might fold. If she could catch that Michael Avenatti, oh yeah, he just might fold. Listen here, we already got the dirt on you. If you don't sign us an affidavit, sign it right here, we gonna haul you on up out of here, have your ass on the damn stand, and we gonna ask for you to get prosecuted. And guess who gonna help prosecute you? Jennifer Bunch ain't gonna say, "Oh, it will be me." It's gonna be me. Yeah. It's gonna be me. I think that I might have to be around a little while longer. That's Jennifer Bonjean, right? I'm gonna, God, Jennifer Bonjean say I'm gonna be around here a little while longer. She gonna get down with the nitty gritty. I laugh. I laugh at the COVID team, and I get that, because they are 100% against R. Kelly. They want to keep them on up in there. But at the same time, you get to laugh at them, right? Because they can read the stuff, right? But you still don't know her freaking strategy. And everything that she writes, boy, they be wanting to twist it and throw it out here up underneath the R. Kelly support umbrella, right? They do that shit all the time, right? They want to keep throwing out here all the names, and they talk about this, and they talk about, I be over here cracking up. And then I got to get ready to go, y'all, because I'm sleepy right now. But all I got to do is, I'm just going to say this on my way up out of here. It's a whole lot of people out here, and I'm going to need y'all to hashtag it with me. Keep y'all day job. Keep your day job. When you're out of your league, when you're trying to practice something that you ain't never even practiced on, went to school or something on, sometimes you gotta leave well enough alone. I'm not an attorney. So I could just sit out here and I could read a lot of it. I can relate to it because it is somewhat in on my level, but not all of that shit. Not all of it. But y'all need to hashtag to these people right here. Keep y'all damn day job. And until these people can show y'all that they have actually took time and fought a case, and won some shit, got some real shit up under their belt with defending something this at this type of level here. Man, keep y'all day job, man. Keep your day job. Stop trying to figure out. She already got it figured out. Keep the day job. Hey, Miss Brown. Keep that day job, because this ain't working out for them. It ain't working out for them. But I get it. It's YouTube and the things that they like to say. They say it to get up under the other person's skin, so everybody can rebuttal back. And I like the shits and giggles. I can't lie. I love the shits and giggles, boy. I be cracking up, boy. They say something, and I was like, well, wait, what happened to me? Because when it first, hey, Miss Brown, when it all first started out here, I remember back in 2019, I was the one in the dark, riding home, saying that I got a goddamn problem with the mentee. That was me, right? And because I was calling it left and right. Left and right, left and right. And every day I was dropping them right. Hold up, I got a problem. Do y'all remember that? Put a one in the chat. Y'all remember me riding home? And every time he was on 2019, hold up, I got a problem. It's on my hoodies. It's on my hoodies. I pushed that out here. I got a problem. Now, here we are in 2022. Everybody got a problem with the mentee. Ain't that a bitch? I guess nobody was listening. Nobody was hearing me. Now everybody want to call out his shit. So since I feel like, and I'm not tooting my horn, but I'm tooting my horn right now. I feel like, well, shit, I can rest a little bit. I started the thread, and hey, carry it on. Take the goddamn baton and finish running the freaking race. Now, I'm still not saying he ain't who he say or who he. I really don't give a fuck. I really don't. I spoke on because I think that I was misjudged out here. So let me clear that up before I go. See, I didn't come out here talking about him. I came out here speaking about his stories that he was telling. I would repeat exactly what he would say and tell myself that I have a problem. I never came out here to talk about that boy or anybody else. But the more I kept having a problem, everybody that you saw me hitting back was hitting my comments. And I was calling all of their names out as they were steady hitting my comments, trying to come at me because of how I had a problem with the hell he was saying. All the way from Phases. And there was a whole lot of other people watching this stuff, but people just didn't have channels. That's where it came from. But then after I learned that, oh, this is YouTube, these people are going to come at me. These people are not going to like that I say certain things about this person or this person. So then I had to stand my ground. Standing my ground means that if you're going to come at me and you call me a bitch, I'm going to call you a bitch back. Same thing, same. The medicine you give me, I was returning that same medicine. But then somebody came out and wanted to put all she do is talk about people. All she do is talk about people. No, I got slapped from the right side and I slapped the motherfucker back from the left. That's what the fuck I did. I guess people thought because, she a little short girl, she in the country, she doing this, that I wasn't supposed to stand my ground. I was just supposed to let people just triumph over me. Seriously? Seriously? No. I think that people just underestimated me. Did I want to stay in my lane that I was in? That was just to come out and keep up continuous walks for Mr. Kelly. Grouping more people, because more people would draw more attention and would want to join until it was going to be so massive. They'd have heard us in Washington, D.C. from over here, because that shit would have hit every fucking news channel on the massive amount of people that Mr. Kelly has out in these streets every day on the same sound, same beat. That was me with the drummer. That's how that beat got loud out there. That's how that beat had that rhythm. That's how that beat made everybody feel that they were together. The sound of the music did that. The sound of those drums did that, but that was Pap. That was Pap shit right there. Yeah. She says, well, you didn't bring nothing. Nobody got nothing. I hold the original freaking banner. The first one that came out with everybody's signature on it. And I'm going to hold on to it because it's only going to go in one hand. And hopefully it'll get there before I die. To that man. My first idea was to pass it on to Greenberg. But then my stomach started turning and said, no, hold on to it. I hold the original freaking banner. I do. I got that. Yeah, they didn't know that I was going to slap back. But I listen, I listen, and she's a liar and she's a this. And it's mighty funny how the person who actually, had the theme, I got a problem, based off of this man stuff. All of these arguments, all of these beefs, all of these ridicules, all of this stuff came after my shit. After my I got a problem theme. Came after it. Didn't come before it. Nah, this shit went down after. Then more exposures or more digging into this man came about. I watched it all. But accolades ain't what I'm out here for. Nah. Mine was to support this man humbly. Humbly. That's all it was about. But this cotton cornfield, man, tore this shit down. Tore it down. Everybody wanted to be somebody. Everybody had to be this person. Everybody had to know him personally. Everybody needed to be involved with the making of the money. Everybody had to be doing, what the hell? And one thing about Pap, because I know I'm not sitting over here with millions of freaking dollars. So therefore, there was no way for me to push myself out there knowing that there was limitations of what I can do. Limits. And to my understanding of where I'm from, it ain't no need of no broke ass nigga trying to hold the front line down. for this man to be doing all this freaking talking and ain't got a fucking pot to piss in. Them your worst ones. Them the ones that is gonna go and wear them 5 pocket jeans, making sure that they can put something in there because the car note past due or the rent past due. Or they owe their mama this. Or they got, I wish the hell I would. Not behind Mr. Kelly, not behind how much money that this man can seriously produce from his fans. Are you serious? Nah, I check people's resumes first. I don't care how much you put out or how much a person lean on God or how much he's your mentee or your cousin or your uncle. I'm checking your resume first. I'm checking your resume first. Everybody out here had a whole problem about following behind or sending that money over there to the 2 brothers. You had your reasons for that, didn't you? You checked their resumes and they showed you their resumes. One of them had, allegedly had a drug problem. Another one had sticky motherfucking finger problems. Yeah, y'all shut that shit down quick. Ain't getting no money, that brother, and Sharon Wimbush come out, start all this damn money for the brothers. You check them resumes first, man. Ain't no way in the hell. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn who God you go to. I don't give a damn who the cousin, who the uncle, who the brother. Once I seen your resume, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. So you got to trust what everybody else was suggesting out here. If Mr. Kelly is receiving all his money, which he should be through his goddamn Western Union or whatever the case, through that damn way, and Mr. Kelly can fill out a slip. It was showed out here on the YouTube. It was like every other month or so, the rules is changing up. Now I'm hearing, don't send it to the commissary, send it to the attorney. Then this done switched up when it was a slip out here. I saw Sharon Wimbush even put a slip up. I saw her put the slip up. There is a such thing. My brother did it. You fill out the slip. He can send the money to wherever he wants to be. Why did that change? Why did that change? What happened to that? That was one of the most productive and safest thing to do for Mr. Kelly to receive his money. He didn't fill out a slip. But then the rumor came out, oh, they going to take his money. They going to take his money. Yeah. If I come out here, and a lot of people can, explain how that whole thing works when it comes to the government after they done froze this or they got a money order in for this because there's a fine or a fee due for this. There's a procedure to it all. Yeah, there's a process to it all. It really is. No, I'm starting. I'm getting ready to go, Priscilla Love. I'm getting ready to go. But ain't no way in the freak hell, I just can't do it. All these people out here, y'all too scared to trust leaving your cart at the front of Walmart to run back to the back and have that stranger watch your grocery while you go run and get your butter that you done left. See if your grocery gonna be up there. You won't trust those people, right? Because you don't know that person or you don't know these people. You try to find you a sales associate or so to watch it, but you wouldn't dare leave your full cart of grocery up there with somebody that you don't know, right? You wouldn't dare leave your grocery cart up there with somebody that, or you do know, and you done saw this nigga just as homeless as hell, done robbed somebody, done did this, but now I wish I would. I wish I would. I wish I would. Thank God for the USA. Thank God for the United States of America. Thank God that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly has been known nationwide, worldwide. Thank God that this is not the only freaking R. Kelly umbrella out here for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Thank God. There's people out here. And my heart and my gut tells me that he is being supported very well. Very well. See, God told me that. God told me that. He's going to be fine. And I say it all the time. He's going to be fine. He never did, according to all of these videos that I saw or hearing Mr. Kelly speak through his that I admit what's the other his by the Inquirer that he did that one in his book. He's the only one that has not been outspoken out here, but everybody got some outspoken shit to do for Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly needs this. Mr. Kelly said that. Mr. Kelly don't do this. And Mr. Kelly didn't do this. And Mr. Kelly didn't do this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You got the man who's supposed to be quiet as a freaking mouse. Don't like all this attention. But everybody else out here got the attention and loud as hell for him. That shit crazy as hell. If you say that they love him, then do as he do. Shut the fuck up. The man ain't even talking. He been told to shut up. He ain't took the stand. He ain't did none. None of that. But for some reason, all these, in my opinion, this is my opinion, unqualified as people got the most under this camp here going on. Under this camp. Tell everything. Do the most. Blame others that ain't even on trial or in court. The hell you blaming that person for? The hell you need to admit this person in? I told you. And the Minty boy, he don't even know who the reason why Mr. Kelly is up in the freaking thing. He done named so many goddamn names out here. It's pathetic. Cousin, he wants to name that whole goddamn DJ and everybody else. Everybody else did this to Mr. Kelly. Everybody. But everybody other than the people that is listed in the freaking indictment. Those people right there. Mr. Kelly couldn't get out because of these people tampering of the witness. Mr. Kelly couldn't get out because the law clearly states that when it comes to allegations dealing with a Mann Act. A minor. It says that. A minor. That's what it says in the paperwork. I don't know how the hell they decided we finna add all these other people because their program just wasn't working right. All you had to do was just turn the channel and find another goddamn program instead of inserting, being assertive on other people like lives out here. I can't understand that. But yet then we'll have these broadcasts out here about how we got to save our people. The government doing you wrong. This doing that. Doing it to their goddamn selves. You know, just goddamn selves. Can't save them all. Especially with what I'm seeing out here. Nah. These people doing it to themselves. Being too goddamn assertive. And adding too much goddamn insertion where it just don't belong. Where it just don't belong. I can, you can tell when he does his Q&As, I watched one about 8 years ago. I'm going to play it on my channel too. And he stands up, he says, I think his shit is, his shit is no longer than about 10 minutes. When he's out and he's kicking it and he's got the center of attraction, the ones that I've been watching, he tells you why he's here, how he got here, and what his life was anointed to conquer. The end. The end. The longest time that I've actually really hear him really get in depth with a conversation, that was when he was being Q&A with the young lady after dealing with the Jay-Z goddamn shit over there. He spoke for a mighty long time. That was about it. Everything else been like short and sweet. Yeah, I started here. This was here. I knew I was anointed with this. I was born to sing. And have a good day. The end. Now everybody else out here is, well, he gonna do that, and he don't like that, and he gonna go over there, and he don't talk to people, and he gonna, what? I just seen the nigga talking to people. So he does talk to people. The fuck you mean he doesn't talk to people like that? He does. So it is possible that somebody may have just gotten an email for Mother's Day. It's possible. He just have his, according to what I have been seeing, his picks, his choices. Like he may like that rose bush over there, and he might pick one person out of there to have a conversation with. Then he might go over there to the tulip bush, and it may be 50 tulips on there, but he only want to talk to just one person over there. That's how I look at it. But it is what it is. That's what I'm saying out here. They can continue on. Like I say, I like shits and giggles. Cracks me the hell up. Cracks me up, and I love to laugh. But do I take the seriousness for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly serious? Oh, yeah. He's been handed down a bad goddamn Deuce's Wild debt. Bad one. He can't he's going to catch a wild. He's going to catch a few wilds. But he's been handed down a really bad hand right now. And as far as what I can see looking through my window, I only see one qualified right now. One qualified that's writing emotions over there. Not the people that chooses to want to depict it. Turn it into what you think it should be. And she should have adjusted that. Then I got a nigga over here talking about, well, that wasn't him, and that's that other damn boy on the tape, Sean Landfetter. You knew all this motherfucking shit in 2022? Nigga, the tape came out years the fuck ago when he was on fucking trial in 2008. But you wasn't on the fucking stand, and you didn't you said you got to be undercover. He got to go deeper into his PI skills. Your skills ain't that motherfucking impeccable, nigga, if you can't file something to get the Damon Price arrested and indicted. When you gonna do that? Don't speak on it. Be about it. Don't you want to get your boy off? Then that means that you're gonna have to turn in the other nigga. I believe it, money. I absolutely believe it. I'm gonna put it back up on my life. I'm gonna put it back, and like I said, it was very thoughtful and kind words in that email. That email did not deserve the attention to bring out anybody opposing, whether if it was real or fake or who it went to. It didn't. It didn't prompt that. That email just prompted out good words that was in there. There was absolutely good words in that email. I read it. I can't understand how a good worded email that was positive ended up where someone wanted to spew out something negative about it. Well, and it wasn't who they sent it to, and it wasn't real, and then this and this, and let me point out this. Look at the time. It sent this one out at this time, and this one out at the other time. That shit wasn't motherfucking important to know. It really wasn't. What is it going to do in the courtroom? Nothing. If you can put down, I like my pros and cons. You draw that line down the middle. And if you can write down at least 100 things that this boy has said, I guarantee you that you're going to have at least 90 of them on the con side. I guarantee you. Top-notch flight. That's what it is. It is what it is. We want to practice it every freaking goddamn occupation out here. Seriously. See, you can't take a sewing occupation and combine it with attorney of law occupation. That just don't go together. That just don't go together. You can't take a person who is had to learn how to come up on money to get a motherfucking stream and put that over here with the law person. That just don't work. Something ain't right about that. I gotta go. Y'all have a good night. It is time for me to go to bed. I'm so sleepy, and I like to rub my mouth. So I know if I get started, then I'm going to get started, and then I'll be grabbing some wine. Then we'll be up till 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning. Now I'm dancing. Look how I got a spider web, y'all, on my freaking camera. I need to get the water hose because it's way up high. Look at this shit. Look at that. Look at that, I got a spider web on the fucking camera. Ain't that crazy? A spider web. I have a spider web. It's been there for 3 days. And I'm thinking, well, okay, maybe the wind will come by and blow it down or whatever. But it will not budge. I don't understand that. It won't budge. And look how, did you see how thick it is? Look at that. Look at that, Jason. Look at that spider web. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, I was going to get into the panel thing because I thought that was a little bit funny too. But as a matter of fact, I think everybody may have them. Everybody may have them. And I swear, I be hearing some of the shit on here because I got to go to bed. And you know how, most apartments or houses or whatever, they'll come with like the vent, the vents in the ceiling because the air runs all day like that. Or you may have like your panel, which is called your fuse box, and can't a goddamn thing in your house run without them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ain't that what that is? I damn near fell out my seat when I seen the fuse box. But that's here, near, or there. That shit there cracked me the hell up, y'all. That there cracked me up. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. That's that panel. That's a goddamn fuse box. You need the fuse box. You need a fuse box to run all the shit. I was like, okay, we gonna put a panel. I gotta get some lunch out for tomorrow, and there's definitely gonna be some chicken mains. Some chicken mains, y'all. Some chicken mains. I was like, holy shit, the cuckoo Cocoa Puffs. Y'all. I took my TV out my box too. I took that TV out the box. I told y'all, I ain't shit sometimes. I ain't shit sometimes. Miss Brown, that web, it's been there for 3 days. I'm gonna have to go out there tomorrow and I'm gonna put the water hose to it. That's weird that it just sprung away up there. Now I can't see shit out that camera. I guess it's a Charlotte web. Crazy, ain't it? Yeah. But I'm gonna lay it down, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna figure out, I gotta get that Jason, you get over here and get that spider web off my damn camera outside. That's crazy. I don't know where the spider at. I saw the spider only one time. But that's a thick web, y'all. Hashtag keep your day job. Amen. Queen Diva, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You say R. Kelly brother was on yeah, he was on Surviving R. Kelly. Yeah, he was. Yep. You try to figure out his reasons for trying to be the one and only supporter. And I don't, Love Bug, honey, let me give you some advice. Just a little bit. Stop trying to figure it out. Just get your laugh on, Love Bug. Just get your laugh on, girl. Just get your laugh on. That's all you can do. Everyday Gemini, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all get some good night rest. And I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out of here. Bye.